Hi everyone, I'm Morgan Daimler, and today I want to talk to you about the fairy faith in practice. The fairy faith is a complex set of beliefs and practices which have, for centuries, helped humans dealing with the good neighbors or fairies. We generally try not to use the term fairies. We usually try to use euphemisms. And these beliefs and practices are built on a foundation of cultural folklore and folk belief and are time-tested and effective methods. And I realize it sounds a little trite to put it that way, but it's true. These are beliefs and practices that have been passed down from generation to generation because they've been proven to be effective. They work. The beliefs have been passed down because they've been shown to be accurate. So understanding them and incorporating them into modern practices, in my opinion, a really essential approach to have. We sent out an email through the Irish Pagan School asking for your top questions on this topic. And I have to admit, I was completely overwhelmed by the response. So I thought I'd make a quick video and share a bit about the upcoming course. It will be done in 4 parts. The first class will look at who and what the good neighbors are and what the fairy faith itself is, and kind of dive into basic structures there, which are really vital to know. Next, we'll look at how location plays into all of this and identifying places and situations that might or do involve the good neighbors. Then we'll discuss protections and offerings, always popular topics. And this is really getting into the hows and whys of these things, not just how we do them on a surface level, but really why we do them and why they're important. And then finally, we'll tackle connection and communication and how the previous classes have really gotten us to a point where we, hopefully, can more safely engage with these beings, which is the ultimate goal I think that a lot of people are interested in. I've been teaching on the fairy faith for many, many years. The first class I actually taught publicly, I taught in 2000, September of 2000, so this is the 20th anniversary. And I've seen a definite upsurge in interest recently, which sadly, really too often involves a lot of misinformation and confusing information that's out there. I've been getting so many questions, and there's been so much positive feedback from people who are seeking genuine information, kind of trying to wade through all of that misinformation, that I got in touch with the Irish Pagan School, and we decided to really do a deep dive training on the fairy faith and on these practices. We're going to do 4 live meetings online, which will all be recorded for your convenience afterwards. So if you can't make it to the original live version. The first part is the basic foundation of the beliefs and sort of insight into the truth behind the misinformation, which seems to be what a lot of people really, really are craving right now. The second part builds on that with the beginnings of how to incorporate these beliefs into practice, followed each week by further steps into actual practice. Everything kind of weaves together and builds on each of the other parts. So every class stands on its own, information-wise, but then it also leads into and informs the other classes so that you're kind of going to walk away from this, hopefully, with a much fuller, deeper understanding of it, but also the ability to incorporate that into your own spirituality, your own belief system, what you are actually doing for yourself. Once enrollment is open, people who are on the registered interested list will receive the information emails. There's a limited number of places, and that's really to ensure that we can get the level of interactivity that we want to achieve here. We don't want to feel like there's a huge number of people who are just listening to me talk at them. We want people to feel like I'm engaging with them, you all are engaging with me, and your questions are being acknowledged and addressed and answered, and that you really are walking away from this feeling like you got out of it what you were looking for. At most, the course is only going to run once or twice a year. So if this is a topic that interests you, I really encourage you to make sure you don't miss out on it when we do it. There's no telling when we'll do it again or how often we'll be doing it. And if the fairy faith interests you, if connecting with or understanding the good neighbors interests you, then, you know, this is a really good way to kind of connect into that, and to get your own personal questions ideally addressed, so that you can make this something that you can take home, not just on a video, but into your actual life and into your actual practice. Make it something that you can incorporate, and that you understand at the level you want to be able to understand it at. So that's what's going on. Thank you for watching this whole video, and be sure to register if you're interested, to get more information as it comes out, as the course gets ready to go live, so you'll kind of be in the know, so to speak. And hopefully I'll see a lot of you there when the class starts in a few weeks. Bye, everybody.